Hey folks, welcome to today's practice. Today we are going to be working on a nice, yummy hip flow. So I want you to start today's practice in a comfortable seated position. So as always, grab yourself a block or a bolster, maybe a cardigan or a jumper, just something that you might want to put underneath your seat, which is going to raise you slightly, which will help you be a little bit more comfortable in a cross-leg position. And whether that is a cross-legged with lotus or just a general cross-legged position, completely as you wish. So, to begin, we're going to do a couple of stretches through our side body. We're going to do a few twists as well, just to warm up the spine. So I want you to begin with to close down your eyes and just begin to focus on your breathing before we start today's practice. Maybe set yourself an intention, something that you want to achieve from your practice today, or maybe just generally something that you want to focus on during your day. And just begin to deepen your inhales and your exhales. And just be mindful you feel, focusing on your breath, and just trying to let that be the only thing that you're really focusing on for these 20 minutes or so that you're getting onto your mat for your practice today. And when you're ready, blink open your eyes. Bring your right palm down by the right knee. Take an inhale, and as you do, raise up your right arm, left arm, what's happened this morning, up and over. Bring the gaze towards your left palm. As you exhale, release the left palm down, bring the right arm up and over, feeling that stretch all the way through the side body. Gently warming ourselves up for today's practice. Take an exhale to release. Bring your left palm on top of your right knee. Bring your right palm round the back. The gaze over your right shoulder. Let's take a nice gentle twist. Exhaling to release, switching to the opposite side. Right palm, left knee. Gaze over the left shoulder. And exhale to release to center. We'll do that one more time. Round to the right. Exhale, release, and then round to the left. Exhale, release. From here we're going to walk ourselves gently towards the front edge of our mat. Still in our cross-leg position. Just stretching out the lower back. Stretching out the thighs, the glutes. Walk the palms over towards the right hand side. You'll start to feel a nice stretch all the way through the left. And again, walk back to center. Continue all the way over towards your left. Next inhale, come back to center, walk the palms back towards the feet. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. So come into all fours position. So you want to have your knees so they're in line with your hips and your wrists so that they're in line with your shoulders. Spread your fingertips nice and wide and the tops of the feet onto the mat. And from here, we're going to take an inhale, and as you inhale, you're going to drop the belly down, you're going to bring the gaze up. As you exhale, I want you to really let all the air go. A big exhale, rounding through the shoulders, rounding through the top of the spine. Take an inhale, really drop the belly down, bring the gaze up. And then again, exhaling, rounding through the shoulders, rounding through the spine, letting all the air go. We'll do a couple more rounds of these. So inhale, drop the belly down, bring the gaze up. And then exhale, rounding through the spine. Bring your spine back to neutral, tuck the toes under. We're going to move into our first downward facing dog. So bring your feet so that they're hips width distance apart. Gaze comes towards your navel. And then have your wrists so that they're in line with your shoulders. They're shoulder distance apart. Again, fingertips nice and wide, pointer fingers pointing towards the top edge of your mat. Maybe pedal out your legs here. Often our first downward facing dog can feel super tight all the way through our hamstrings. So putting a bit of a bend through each leg definitely feels a little bit nicer. Take a couple of breaths here. And then on your next inhale, I want you to raise the right leg up, coming into three-legged dog. And as you exhale, bring that knee to the nose. Take a pause. Exhale, coming into three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, back to three-legged dog. And then I want you to let the foot fall over towards the left-hand side. So we're opening up and creating a bit of space through the hips. Have your shoulders so that they're almost trying to stay in line with the top edge of your mat. Don't worry if not. Maybe put a bit of a flex through your right foot. And then on your exhale, coming back to center, back to three-legged dog. This time bringing your right foot all the way through. Drop your left knee down. This is an amazing stretch for the front of the thighs. Going to stay here with the palms on the inside of the right foot. Maybe let the right knee fall out gently to the side here. If you want to come a little bit deeper, you can always bring your elbows to your mat. And again, to use your blocks here, you can always place your blocks underneath the palms of the hands, just to bring the ground a little bit closer. When you're ready, maybe move your blocks to either side if you've been using those. We're going to rise up into crescent lunge. So I want you to frame the foot with either palms. Tuck your left toes under, rising up into a crescent lunge. And then from here, we're going to spin round to the right-hand side. So I want you to take a big inhale. As you exhale, bring the arms to a T. We're going to bring the gaze round to the right palm. Keeping that crescent lunge stance with our legs. Take an inhale to come all the way back up. As you exhale, drop the right knee down. And again, coming back into our lizard lunge. Maybe let the right knee fall out to the side, grabbing hold of the blocks if you used them in the first round. Breaths. And then again, I'm going to tuck the left toes under, rise back up into that crescent lunge. And then we're going to spin round to the right hand side. Gaze over the right shoulder. Really feel this through your legs, at least I can today. Take an inhale as you raise all the way back up. Exhale to bring both palms to the mat, but this time we're going to bring the weight into the right foot. Bring your left foot up, keep it nice and strong, nice and straight. Again, option for a block here. We're going to open up into half moon. So you want to bring your left arm up, gaze towards your left palm if that's okay. Again, in these balancing postures, it's good to find just a point for your gaze to help with your balance. This is such a nice stretch for broadening through the chest, and you're definitely going to feel this through the hamstrings, which just feels amazing. And as you exhale, bring both palms to the mat, bring the left foot down. Just going to come into pyramid pose. So again, super good for your hamstrings. Grabbing hold of your blocks if you've got them to hand. Leading with your chest, you want to have your hips so that they're square to the front edge of the mat. And then lead with your chest as you come into a forward fold. You might get your chest to the top of the thigh, you might not, whichever feels comfortable for you. Your next inhale, remove those blocks out of the way. We're going to bring both legs back, coming into downward facing dog. Pedal out those legs. I want you to take one big inhale through the nose, and then as you exhale, let it go through the mouth. So inhale it in, then exhale it out. Pedaling out your legs one at a time, and just embracing that stretch. Bringing your gaze towards your navel, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing the neck. And we're just going to repeat on the left-hand side. So on your next inhale, raise the left leg up. Exhale, bring it through knee to nose and pause. Inhale, raise it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose and pause. Inhale, back into three-legged dog. And as you exhale, let the left foot fall down towards the right-hand side, flexing through the foot. Keep your shoulders nice and square to the top of the mat, as much as you can. And then exhale, coming back to three-legged dog. Bringing the left foot all the way through, coming back into that nice crescent lunge. Bring the gaze up towards your palms. And as you exhale, bring your palms down to the mat. Drop the right knee down, coming into our lizard lunge, but on the left-hand side. And again here, you might want to stay on the palms of the hands. You might want to grab your blocks. You might want to come a little bit deeper onto the elbows. Yogi's choice, however you're feeling. Like I said before, this is quite an intense stretch for your hip flexors and for your glutes as well, so just be aware how that feels. And then next inhale, we're going to move the blocks to either side. We're going to raise up into our crescent lunge again. And on the exhale, spinning round to the left-hand side, gaze comes over your left shoulder. Maybe finding that fixed point for your gaze. Inhale, coming back to centre. Exhale, dropping the right knee down, coming back into that lizard lunge. Maybe let the left knee fall out to the side. Stay here for a couple of rounds of breath. Inhale, tuck the right toe under, rising back up into crescent lunge. Exhale as we twist round to the right hand side. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, coming back down into that crescent lunge. And I think I have skipped a step here, so rewind backwards. We're going to come back into being back on our palms. So raise your back knee up, coming into half moon. I have gone too far forward. So you want to put the weight into your left foot. Raise the right leg up. Maybe grab a block here for your left palm. And then we're going to open up towards the right hand side. I am slightly wobbly today, I'm sure you might be as well, so just find that fixed point for your gaze and just be nice and strong through the left foot, helping you to balance. Keep everything nice and stable. If you can, bring the gaze up towards the right palm. Such a nice stretch. As you exhale, whoops, bring both palms to the mat. Step yourself back into downward facing dog and just take a huge sigh of relief that you've got this to this point. And the body should start to feel nice and relaxed. We're releasing any tension today. Really giving ourselves a nice stretch out. And then I want you to take an inhale. Just walk the palms back towards the feet. Take an inhale, come into a half lift here, flat back. Exhale, coming a little bit deeper into a forward fold. Grab hold of the elbows and just sway from side to side. And as we release the palms to the mat, we're going to roll ourselves up vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slowly. Eventually reaching a nice standing position. Again, you standing nice and tall, you've got that piece of string reaching up through the spine, through the crown of the head. Your shoulders back. And there we go, folks. That is the end of today's yoga practice. I hope that you have enjoyed your yoga practice with me today. As always, click subscribe and like if you like the video. Have an amazing week and I will see you on the mat next time. Namaste.